I keep getting people asking me what I do with my failed or my broken ceramic projects. I would love to come out here and say I have a perfect score in my ceramics creations and I've never broke anything, but that's just the nature of creating art, especially in ceramics. So there's many different ways that you can ruin a project or break a project in ceramics, but there's also different stages of ceramics where you can fix it or you can't fix it. Say you're creating a project for a couple days and then you were letting it dry for a week, and like me, on one of the last days of drying, you created an S-crack or some other type of crack in your project. If you've not fired the ceramic piece yet, you can reuse this clay, but you just have to break it down and then put it in with some water. So it's just a little bit of effort, but you can still save these projects. What you also could do is you could get a dry mix of clay. So I have a bag of dry clay mix down there, and what I can do is I could take some water or I could take some vinegar. Vinegar helps with this, where you could scratch this up and try to fill this crack with the dry mix, and then smooth it all up again, and then hopefully if you let it dry really slow, that crack won't form again. I just don't have a ton of luck with that ever. It's worked for me a couple times on some projects, but in the end sometimes it just makes the hole even bigger. So I was just like, if I get to a point where the project's broken like this, I will just break it up like some other projects, and I know I'll get to that later at another time. If you've already fired your project and then there's a complication, so this one, I had a complication with the glaze right here where it was all bubbling up. It wasn't sticking to the ceramic piece, so I wouldn't say this is food safe at all because the glaze isn't covering the whole surface area. So for things like this, there's plenty of things you could do if you really don't want it. Throw it in the garbage into the landfill, but to me that's crazy. Just repurpose. So I like to make plant pots, so I use this as a plant pot saucer, so then that way it catches the water. That way it still works and still does the job it needs to do, but at the same time it's not causing anyone or anything any harm by using it. When I have projects to do a complete blowout and the whole thing is completely ruined, there's a couple different things you can do with this as well. I mean, again, just think about your repurposing. I don't know, I'm thinking of like 10 things I already could use with this already. So this is another one where I already fired it once and then a breakage happened, which means that you can't get this to go back into clay that you can ever use again. So this is always gonna be vitrified and you're not gonna be able to reverse that. Unless anyone comes up with a crazy scientific creation, maybe in the future that'll be the case, but this is the case where unfortunately you can't fix a project. What I do with this, I've seen people turn things into bird baths. I've seen people break this up and they'll use it for like mosaic tiles and they'll create an art piece with that. So you still could glaze this and you still could create something with it. So you're not out of every option. There's definitely still things that you can do with this. What I've done with a lot of pieces that break like this, I will actually just smash them up into as many pieces as I can. And then my parents, their driveway is actually a gravel driveway, so we just sprinkle the bigger ceramic pieces into the driveway. That way it helps with the flooding. When we get a lot of rain, the wash doesn't carry things as much because there's bigger ceramic pieces holding it. So there's different ways that you can use your projects if they do break. It's not the end-all be-all type of thing, but unfortunately if you do have a break like this, something as dramatic, there's no way to reverse that. I think one of the most important things in pottery is that you just can't get too attached to a project. Maybe until it's done. Like when you get that out of the kiln the second time after it's glaze fired and you see that it's finished and nothing needs to be changed, then you can be relieved. I don't get attached to my projects at all. I really just let them be what they are. If they break, they break. If they don't, they don't. This type of art form has taught me so much about patience. I am a much more patient person now, although it is still really devastating after you break a project that you've been working on for months. At the end of the day, we're always learning as people, so I'm not going to beat myself up too much about this as long as I'm not continuing down this path for years. I'll figure some things out for sure soon. In the meantime, I hope you have a great rest of your day and good luck with all of your creations that you're making for yourself too. Bye.